record to this computer. Before we start, I typically don't do this because, hey Karen, I typically don't do this because it doesn't say props in this class, but I want you guys, if you ever need a prop, especially for your head, if you find that ever lifting up your head during the Pilates exercise is too difficult, and what I mean by too difficult is that I want to make sure you guys are not straining your neck when you're lifting. And the more you can practice raising up the head, and when you get too tired, lower it back down. That's my request to you. Because that way, if you alternate raising and lowering to the point where you're like, oh, I can't do this anymore, I'm exhausted, lower the head back down. It's totally fine because you're still going to build strength by doing that. I'd rather you alternate raising and lowering your head down than try to keep it up and then strain the front of your neck or even the back of your neck. A good prop to use to protect your neck is a ball or a yoga block. You can just place it behind the head and lower your head down on this because it kind of still gives you that raised up feeling where your body can get used to being in this position. So if you have it or something like it, you could also use a sweatshirt, rolled up towel, something like that. Um, Try if you want, but definitely alternate lowering, raising up, and lowering. There's nothing wrong with it. And I think it actually will work better in the long run to build strength in the appropriate areas. We are going to start with a little bit of a stretch today to open up the backs of the legs. And then move right in through our Pilates warm up. So come on down to your mats. Join me down on your mat. We're going to start in our cat and cow to warm up the pelvis. My pants were a little bit different today, guys. They actually like fell out of my closet. I'm like, you know what? Why not? Why not wear the colorful pants? So we're going to come down on all fours. We're going to start with our cat and cow. So drop the belly down and then press the belly button up toward the ceiling. When we do this, inhale, drop the belly down, and then exhale, round up. I want the movement to initiate from the tailbone. So it doesn't initiate from the shoulders or even the waist. It initiates from the tailbone, pressing the pelvis up and forward. Here's our C curve. So every single time I say, find your C curve, it is translated into our cat pose. So I may actually say, find your cat pose, find your C curve. And in this position, hold it here for me now. Join me here in cat, in our C curve. I really want you guys to draw your awareness and attention to your hips, your lower pelvis. I want you to feel like it's pressing forward here. Your belly button is pushing up towards your spine. We're really trying to scoop out the abs here and flatten out the lower back area. So even when we are seated down on our mat and I say C curve or cat pose, this is what I mean. We're tucking that pelvis forward, pressing the belly button back towards the spine. The shoulders are even rounding forward from the crown of the head to the tailbone, trying to create that beautiful C shape with the spine. All right, let's do a couple more. Initiate the movement from the tailbone. Inhale, drop the belly down. It's kind of relieving there. Inhale, and then exhale, press the belly button up. Cat pose, C curve. Inhale, drop the belly down. And then exhale, press up. Inhale, drop the belly down. And then on this exhale, I want you to breathe out like you're trying to fill up a balloon with air. One more time, inhale. And then exhale, filling up that balloon with air. Nice job. Bring the spine back to neutral. Curl the toes under behind you. You can walk your hands a little bit forward. Press up into downward facing dog. Alternate bending knees here for a second. We're just going to do a little stretch to open up the hamstrings, the calf muscles, to find a little bit of flexibility and mobility when we go through our Pilates moves. From here, guys, I'm going to have you walk your feet towards your hands or walk your hands back to your feet coming into a forward fold. So join me here now. Meet me in forward fold. Once you get there, alternate bending knees, releasing that lower back. Feet can be hip width apart, a little bit wider wherever you're comfortable. Give me a few more. Allow the shoulders to relax down. Hands are going to find your shins. Inhale, halfway lift, extend up through the spine. Exhale, fold all the way down. We're going to do that 2 more times. Take advantage of this movement. Hands find your shins, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, relax all the way down. Allow the crown of the head to drop down. 1 more time, hands find your shins. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Once you're down there, alternate bending knees 1 more time. And then hands are gonna find the floor. We're gonna walk ourselves back out to downward facing dog. Take a few walks with your hands or walk your feet back depending on where you are on your mat. Alternate bending knees once you get there. And then when you're ready, lower the legs down, again, coming back into tabletop position. Let's do a few more cat and cow. Here we go. Drop the belly down, inhale, and then exhale, press. Inhale, drop the belly down, and then exhale, press. Here's 3 and 2. The last one, and exhale, press it up. Bring the spine back to neutral. Cross the legs underneath you. Shift your hips towards the center of your mat. We're going to come into our Pilates 100 to start warming up the core. If you need to, walk your hands all the way down your legs. We're going to take the ball here if you have one. And here is what I was talking about, resting the head down on the ball. Or you don't have to use it if you have one. Or maybe for next time, it's something to keep in mind. From here, guys, legs, head can stay down if you don't have anything. Knees can be bent, extended, or open like a book. For now, let's reach the legs up towards the ceiling, whether they're bent, straight, or open like a book. Hands down by your side. Walk your fingertips down and drop your shoulders down away from the ears. And once you're ready, inhale for 4. Exhale. Inhale through the nose. Exhale like you're filling up a balloon with air. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. So keep that lower back planted on the mat here. If you want, you can lower the legs down a little bit more. You can alternate raising, lowering. The hands are slapping down like they're slapping puddles of water. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more times, guys. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Do we have one more in us? Yes, we do. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Nice job. Bring the knees down into the chest, rock side to side. If you want to release the neck, look left and right. Nice job. Extend the legs up toward the ceiling. Hands come behind the hamstrings with momentum. Rock yourself up to a seated position. So we're going to do the modified roll-up. Feet can stay planted. Legs can be extended. If your legs are extended, I want you to think about reaching the legs so far long out in front of you that it's going to help bring you up from when we lean back. So you're reaching the legs long, it'll help bring that torso back up to seated. The other thing I just want to mention before we go through the series of exercises today, please make sure you watch me for the demonstration, because what I don't want to happen is you guys are attempting to do something and your neck is craning over looking at me at your computer and you're jeopardizing your neck. So make sure you watch me just really quick for the first one and then jump in when you're ready. So feet can stay planted here, guys. The modification is to walk your hands down, C-curve cat pose with the torso, and then C-curve cat pose all the way back up to seated, sitting up nice and tall. So the spine is going to C-curve down. It's going to C-curve back up, and then as you come back up to seated, that's when the spine elongates and you sit up nice and tall. Then the other version, if you want to, legs are going to be extended, arms out in front of you, C-curve down through the spine, and then round back up through the spine. So this is a modified roll-up, so we're only going halfway down. We're going to do 5 all together. Here we go, guys. Pick your leg position. Here we go. Inhale, and then exhale halfway back, reaching the hands and arms long in opposition. Inhale, come back up to seated, sitting up nice and tall. Here we go. Let's do 4 more. Inhale at the top. Exhale, round it back. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, round it down. C-curve all the way down. Inhale, come back up to seated. 2 more. Exhale, round back. Reach the arms, legs, and long in opposition. Unless your legs are planted, walk your hands back up for the modified version. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale, round it back. Inhale, come back up to seated. 1 more time. Exhale, round it back. Nice job. Come back up to seated. Reach the hands up toward the ceiling. Reach up and over. Seated forward fold here just to stretch it out a little bit. You can rock side to side if that's comfortable for you. We're going to go into the full roll up. So come back up to seated. So feet can also be planted here, hips to the center of your mat. You can walk your hands down, come all the way down, and then walk your hands back up. That's option one. Option two is extend the legs. Legs can be zipped up together or wider apart. Hands are gonna reach, and you're gonna round down through the spine, C-curve all the way down. Watch me here, guys. Rib cage stays planted down. The one thing, watch my lower back and my rib cage. The one thing I want you guys to try to do here is keep this lower back planted on the mat or as close as possible, and the rib cage stays down. The opposite of that would look something like this. The rib cage is popping out, the lower back is up off the mat. We don't want this here. As we roll down, we want to try to keep the pelvis lifting up, lower back planted, rib cage stays down, even when our hands reach back. Hands are going to reach back overhead, chin comes down to the chest, and then we roll up through the spine, coming back up to seated. We're going to do 5 of these all together. So pick your proper position, whatever is going to build the most strength and power for you in your powerhouse. Here we go. Inhale up. Exhale, round down through the spine. Reach the hands back overhead. Keep that lower back planted, rib cage down. Hands reach back forward. Unless your hands are behind your legs, walk yourself up. Come back up to seated. Inhale. And exhale, round down. Fill up that balloon with air. Exhale, inhale, back overhead. Exhale, round up through the spine. Inhale. Exhale, round down. Inhale, reach back, rib cage stays down. Hands back overhead. Inhale, come back up to seated. Exhale, come back up to seated. Inhale, 2 more. Exhale, round down through the spine. Inhale, back overhead. Exhale, round it up through the spine. Exhale, inhale before we start. One last time. Exhale, round it down through the spine. Yes, you can. Arms reach back overhead. Hands reach forward. Hands and legs reach in opposition. Reach away. Nice job. Let's come over for one more stretch. Reach up and over. Nice job, guys. We're going to go into a single leg circle. So come back up to seated here. We're going to bring our hips to the center of our mat. Hands come behind the knees. C-curve yourself all the way back down. Come down onto your mat. Bring the knees into the chest. Feet are going to plant down here to start. The right leg is going to reach up towards the ceiling. So our single leg circles are cross, down, and up. So I'm crossing the leg towards the inside of the frame of the body, then I'm raising it straight back up. I'm trying to engage my lower abs when I do this, and the shape I'm making, guys, so say this is my leg. It's kind of difficult to see it from that perspective. Let's say these are my knees that are bent. This is my working leg. I'm going to cross towards the center line, towards the bent knee, and then draw it straight back up. So I'm making the reverse shape of a D, and then it's going to go down, cross, and up, down, cross, and up. The reason why we do it this way instead of full circles is because we want to keep the leg on the inside of the frame of the body as we do it. So cross, down, and up, or down, cross, and up. We also don't want the hips to move, so I want you guys to try to keep the hips as still as possible as we do this and engage the core. Press that lower back to the mat. Hands are going to be down by our side. Here we go. We got 8 in each direction, so cross, down, and up, and cross, down, and up. Let's go. Here's 8, and 7, and 6, and 5. Thank you guys for allowing me to provide you all this information. Let's reverse it. Down, cross, and up. There's always so much to talk about in Pilates. Down, cross, and up. Even though it looks like there's not much happening, everything is happening all at the same time. Last one. So grab on to the back of your calf, your ankle, or your hamstring. You can extend that bottom leg long and gently pull that leg towards your torso, feeling the stretch in the hamstring. Nice job, guys. We're going to pull the knee down into the chest and then take a small twist here. Just drop that knee down to the side. Look over the opposite shoulder or look away from your twist here. Nice job. Bring the knees back to center. Place the feet down on your mat. Let's extend the opposite leg long here. Hands are going to be down by your side. We're going to take cross, down, and up. Cross, down, and up. Cross, down, and up towards the planted leg. Here's 8 and 7. Don't let the hips move. And 4 On 3. And legs can be extended or bent. Let's reverse it. Down, cross and up, down, cross and up, down, cross and up. 4 more. So knees can be bent or leg can be extended. Down, cross and up. Last one. Last one. Nice job. Hamstring, calf muscle, ankle. Place those hands out. Draw the leg back towards you. Extend the bottom leg long if you want. Nice job, guys. Bend that knee down. Let's take our twist. Drop the leg over to the side and then gaze away from your legs. There's always so many fun things. We are going to go into the series of 5 next, but first, we are going to try. Bring the knees back to the open leg rocker. Bring the knees back to center. Sorry, guys. Plant the feet down on the mat. We're going to roll ourselves up chin to chest using our powerhouse. Nice job. We're going to go into the open leg rocker. So I want you guys to shift your hips towards your feet. My hands are going to wrap around. The thumb is going to come to the front. My pinkies are going to wrap to the back. So to the front and to the back here. And then I'm going to make a little contact, a little more contact with my hands to my ankles. I move, rolling out my pants a little bit. I want you to shift your weight back to find your balance here. If this is all you do today, this is all you do. In this position, though, I want you to find your cat pose. I want you to find your C curve in your spine. Press your belly button back towards your spine. And even though my lower back doesn't look like it has, like I'm pressing back, I promise you, I'm trying to engage my core so much right here and work on stretching out that lower back. All right, guys, from here, we're going to extend one leg up towards the ceiling and then drop it down with control. Let's do the other side, raise it up, opposite leg, and then lower it down one more time each way. Raise that leg up and then lower it back down. And last time, raise it back up and lower it down with control. If you want to, you can try to raise both legs up and then lower it back down. If that is too much, you can take your hands behind your knees, raise the legs up, and then drop it back down. We're going to do 2 more all together. Raise it up. Still trying to find that C curve here, and then lower it down. With control, one more time. Here we go. Raise it up. Hold it for 3, 2, 1. Nice job. So now we're going to do the roll back. We're going to do 5 rollbacks. If you want to, hands can come behind your knees. We're going to roll down through the spine and come back up to seated. Or the other option is to, if I can do this today, raise it up and then come back to find your balance. So either way, we're going to do 5 all together. Join me now. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 5 rolls. Each time we're going to come up to try to find our balance. That's our work. Here's 3 and 2 and 1. Come up wherever you are. Last one. Find your balance. Hold it for 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. We're going to take the hands, place them behind the knees if you aren't already there, and walk yourself back down, all the way down on your mat. Nice job. Bring the knees into the chest. Let's go right into the series of 5. So leg that can lift and lower. Alternate if you need to. Legs can be bent, extended, or open like a book. The whole goal is here to keep that lower back planted on the mat. So that's number 1. All the movement initiates from the core. Keep the rib cage also planted down. Here we go, guys. Bring the knees into the chest. We're going to do the simple leg stretch. Both hands to the top of the right knee. Other leg is going to reach out on a diagonal. We're going to pull, pull, and switch. Pull, pull, and switch. Inhale. Exhale. Filling up the balloon with air. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Here's 4. On 3. On 2. One more time each way. Exhale. Nice job. Bring the head and neck down. Look left and right. We're going to do the double leg stretch. So the arms and legs reach out in opposition. Keep that lower back planted. Keep the tummy down. Swoop the hands around. Pull the knees into the chest. As you pull in, I'm going to show you guys for a second. As you pull in, my elbows are wide. I'm pulling down on my knees to stretch out my lower back, but I'm also activating my chest and my biceps as I pull my knees in. So I'm getting the upper body work at the same time. All right, guys. We're going to reach in opposition and then swoop the hands around, pull the knees in. Reach. Swoop the hands, pull the knees in. Reach. Swoop the hands and knees. Here's 8. 7. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. 4 more. Reach. Exhale. Inhale. I think I just switched up my breathing there, but you guys keep going with wherever you are. Last one. Swoop the hands around one more time. Reach it out. We're going to hold it there for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the head and neck down. Look left and right. Extend the right leg up towards the ceiling. Left leg reaches out on a diagonal. Keep that lower back planted down. Hands behind the hamstring, calf muscle, or the ankle. Pull, pull, and switch. Pull, pull, and switch. Pull, pull, and switch. So this is another one where I'm keeping my elbows wide and I'm pulling that leg back towards my chest for the flexibility, yes, but I'm also working my biceps and my chest here. Here's 8. And 7. Keep the legs on the inside of the frame of the body. 6. And 5. And 4. And 3. Yes, you can. And 2. And last one, each side. Nice job, guys. Bring the head and neck down. Look left and right to release the neck. Rock side to side to massage that lower back. For this next one, the hands are optional to be underneath the hips here for more support of your lower back. Knees bent, legs extended, or open like a book, will be lowered down and lifted up. The other option is to take the hands, clasping them to bring them behind the head. Thumbs are going to go down the sides of the neck, or horse or ball is another option, where we're going to lower down for 2 and then raise it up. Lower back stays planted. We're going to do 8. Here we go. Lower down for 2. Up for 2. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. My lower back wants to raise up off the mat. That's why I'm only going so far down, because that's as far as I can before my lower back raises up off the mat. 2 more. Last one. Nice job. Lower the head and neck down. Bring the knees into the chest. Rock side to side for a second. We're going to go right into our bicycle. So if your hands are threaded behind your head, join me here now. We're going to switch and switch. Switch and switch for 8. 8. 7. 6. I want you to reach your shoulder up towards your knee. Here's 4. And 3. And 2. Holy powerhouse. Last 2. Nice job. Lower the arms and legs. Reach the arms and legs in opposition. Arch the lower back up off the mat. Open up the rib cage. Nice job, guys. Oh my God. Okay. Here we go. We're going to go into the saw. So bring the knees into the chest. Rock side to side for a second. Massage that lower back on the floor and plant the feet down. Take your hands behind your legs and walk yourself up all the way back to a seated position. From here, guys, legs are going to come the width of our mat. Whether their feet are planted or extended, hands are going to be out to our side. We are going to twist. Then as I twist, I want you to pretend like there's a big Bosu ball in front of you, and I'm diving up and over, pressing my belly button back, trying to find my C curve, pinky finger to pinky toe. My back hand is going to flip down to the floor, pulse, and then come back up to seated. Looking over that back hand. Twist the opposite direction, look to the back hand, reach up and over, pinky finger to pinky toe, pulse, come back up to seated. Twist opposite direction, pulse, and twist, pulse, come up and twist. As we do this, challenge, as if it's not already challenging enough, to keep both hips planted on the mat with equal weight. So if I had a scale underneath me, each hip would be pressing down equally on each side of the scale, because there is a tendency for the hips to want to raise up off the floor. One more time each way. Pulse, pulse, come up and twist. Pulse, pulse, come up, back to center. Nice job. We're going to go into the side kick series. So we're going to line our bodies up with the back half of our mat and then draw our feet to the front corner. Or options two, bring the shins to the front corner of our mat, and then the top leg's going to extend for more support. So it's up to you. I'm also going to tuck the bottom toe under here for more support. So in arm options, forearm, elbow, or all the way down. Alternate. Do what is best for your neck. Please protect your neck. Make sure it feels okay. The other thing is too, I want you to be able to slide a piece of paper underneath your rib cage or your waist when you're laying down on the floor, because that's going to tell me that you're reaching this top leg long. If you're not in the hips to collapse, that waist is going to be planted on the mat. We want to create that little space here the entire time. This other hand can just come to the mat for support. We're going to kick it forward twice and then reach it to the back. Don't let the powerhouse move. Kick, kick, and then reach. Kick, kick, and reach. Kick, kick, and reach. Kick, kick. Let's go right into bicycles. Bring the leg forward, bend the knee, shift it to the back, and then extend. Don't let the powerhouse move. Reach it forward, bend the knee, shift it to the back, and then extend. Sorry, two more. Reach, bend, shift it to the back, and then extend one more time. Reach, bend the knee, shift the shape to the back, leave it here, flex the top foot, pulse it up. 4, 3, we have 8 more. Here we go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Nice job. Place the legs back on top of each other, one on top of each other. We're going to do hot potato. So 1, 2, 3, lift. Use momentum here. 1, 2, 3, lift. It's one of the only times in Pilates that I'll ask you guys 1, 2, 3, lift to actually use momentum. 1, 2, 3, lift. 1, 2, 3, lift. One more time each way. 1, 2, 3, lift. 1, 2, 3. I lied. One more time. 1, 2, 3, lift. 1, 2, 3, lift. Nice job, legs. Come back on top of each other. Extend the top leg long. Raise it up hip height. Baby circles to the back, the size of a tennis ball. Let's go for 8. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Keep reaching the leg long. 8 circles opposite direction to the front. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Bring the shins parallel to the front of the mat. Let's do clamshells. Here's 8. Here's 8. Keep the hips stacked. Don't let the hips move back. There's a tendency for the hip to drop all the way back, and then you keep raising. But I want the hips to stay right on top of each other. I already can feel it. Okay. Raise up the toes towards the ceiling. Here's 8, 7, 6. Okay. 4, 3, 2. We're going to add on. Press open, raise up the leg, toes, and knees. Press, raise, toes, and knees. 6 more. So I want you guys to check in with your upper neck. Make sure it feels okay. If you want more, you can bring the supporting hand to the back of the head. Holy crap. Give me one more here. Nice job. Bring everything down. Massage your hip for a little bit. We're going to do scissor kicks. So we're going to extend our legs long. The toes don't have to come right to the front. You can come up if you want to. We're going to switch, 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 switch. This works the obliques, the legs. Reach the legs long here. We're going to pick it up for 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Nice job. Come on to your stomach. Hands are going to come down. Forehead comes to the hands. Raise up the legs. We're going to do heel beats 20 times. Beat the heels together for 20 counts. I'll talk you through it. Raise the legs up. Bury the pelvis down into the floor. So try to elongate this lower back as much as possible. I know it's really hard. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lower the legs down. Hands come underneath the shoulders. Press yourself back. Sink down. Nice job, guys. Stretch it out here in child's pose. Reach your hands long. Drop your head down towards your mat. Sit your hips all the way back for a little piece of heaven. We're going to go into the other side. So coming back to tabletop, let's switch. Let's align our bodies up with the back half of our mat again. Take your proper hand position wherever you're going to start, and then draw your knees to the front of your mat or shins to the front. And let's do this. Opposite hand, left hand is going to come down for support. We're going to kick, kick, and reach. Kick, kick, and reach. Kick, kick, and reach. I know it's really kick, kick, easy to let the torso move here. We really want to engage that powerhouse and try not to let the shape move. Kick, kick, and reach. Give me 2 more. Kick, kick, and reach. Kick, kick. Let's go into bicycle. Actually, yes, bicycles. Reach it forward. Bend the knee. Shift the shape to the back. And then extend. Reach it forward. Bend the knee. Shift it back, hip height. And then extend. Oh, my plant's getting in the way. Shift it forward. Bend the knee. Sorry, plant. Shift it to the back. And then extend. 2 more. Reach. And bend. Shift it back. And extend. If you want to bring your hand to your torso to see how much it moves, if at all, shift it back and then extend. Hold it here. Flex the top foot. Pulse it up. Up. You should really feel it in the glute here. 8 more. Toes are almost turning down towards the floor. Here's 4, 3, 2, hot potato. Tap, tap, tap. Lift. Tap, tap, tap. Lift. Tap, 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 lift, tap, 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 I lift. Couple more, tap, 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 lift, tap, tap, tap. Really quick. 3, 2, 1, lift. 3, 2, 1, lift. Almost there. Last time each side. Lift. 1, 2, 3, lift. Nice job. Bring that top leg back on top. Raise it up hip height. Point the toes, circles to the back for 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, circles to the front. Don't let the torso move, even though mine is moving all around right now. And reach the leg long out of the hip socket. Nice job. Last one. Shins come to the front of the mat. Clamshells. Here we go. Don't let the hips move. Make sure that top hip keeps pressing a little bit forward. 4, 3, 2. Raise up the toes. Here we go for 8, 7. If you want more, you can bring the supporting hand behind the head. 4, 3, 2. My God. Here we go. Raise it up. Toes, toes, and knees. It's kind of like head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Knees and toes. Reach, reach, toes, knees. 4 more. Here we go. Focus in, guys. Yes, you can. Make the movement as full as possible. Don't let the torso move. Last one. Nice job. Lower everything down. Massage the hip for a second. Then we're going to move into our scissor kicks. Extend the legs long on your mat. Switch and switch. Switch and switch. Hand comes back for support, but if you want to, for more challenge, you can bring it behind the head. Let's pick up the tempo here for 8, 8, 7, 6, 5. Yes, you can. 3, 2, Heel beats, guys. One more time. Come down onto your torso. Hands come underneath the head. Raise the legs up. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lower the legs down. Rock the hips side to side for a second to release the lower back. And then when you're ready, push yourself back into child's pose. Nice job. I'm just going to check the time. You guys stay down in child's pose for a second. I need to remember to bring my cell phone. Okay, perfect. We have about 10 minutes left. The next series of exercises don't have a lot of modifications for them, so just do the best you can. Remember, all the movements are going to initiate from the powerhouse, from the core first, and then everything kind of just trickles out from there. Coming back down to a seated position, we're going to go into teasers. We're going to do tree. So take your hands behind your legs, walk yourself down. We're going to extend one leg out. The knees are glued together. So plant your feet first. Legs can be a little bit elongated. Knees are glued together. We're going to walk ourselves up one of our legs and then walk ourselves back down, rounding down through the spine. So C curving up and C curving back down. We're going to do 4 more all together. Here we go. Round it up. Walk up the leg. Sitting up nice and tall, feeling stretching the hamstring, and then walk it back down. Here we go. Walk it back up. Yes, you can. Walk it back down. Make sure you articulate vertebrae by vertebrae as you come up and then as you come back down. One more time this side. Walk it up. Grab your hands towards your calf or your ankle. My right hand is going to hang on to my ankle and my left hand is going to open up towards the back for a stretch. So my left foot is planted. If you're on the opposite, your left foot is planted, right hand is going to reach back. Hold it 4 and 3 and 2. Nice job. Hand comes back together. Walk yourself down. Take your foot down. Do some windshield wipers for a second to release that lower back. And we're going to go into the other side. Here we go, guys. Plant your feet down, extend the left leg or the opposite of whatever you just did, round it up. We're going to do 4 times. Reach the hands all the way to the top, come up to a seated position nice and tall through the spine, and then walk your hands back down. 3 more times, chin to chest, round up through the spine, come up to seated. Nice job, walk it back down. 2 more times, here we go. Yes, you can, we're almost there. This is what it feels like to get stronger. Last time, hold it up there. Left hand is going to grab onto the left ankle or calf muscle. Reach the right hand to the back for your stretch. Hold it for 4 and 3 and 2. Right hand comes back. Walk yourself all the way down. Second teaser, and we're only going to do 3 of them. Everything is going to come up at the same time. So come up, legs and arms. Feet are going to be extended, shins parallel with the ceiling, and then we're going to round back down all the way onto our mat. If you want to, hands can come back overhead. Keep the rib cage down. In 1, 2, 3, come up. Hold it 4, 3. We got 2 more on 1. Round it down. Torso first. Articulate down through the spine. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and up. Hold it for 3 and 2 and 1. Round it down through the spine, starting at the waist. Nice job. 1 more time. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and up. Hold it for 3 and 2 and 1. Drop your feet down for a second. Reach your hands up towards the ceiling. See, we're seated forward fold. Come up and over. Feel the stretch behind the legs. Not easy. Not easy. And I swear, it never really gets easier because there's always so much more we can do. Point the fingers to the back. We're going to move our hips forward. So we're going to stretch out the front of our shoulders. My fingertips are facing towards the back here. We're going to do the can to release the lower back a little bit. So we're going to drop our knees to the side for 1, 2, looking the opposite direction, 3, raise up the leg and then bring it back to center. Rock 1, 2, 3. Toes come back down. 1, 2, 3. So it can be the top leg or it can be both legs. 1, 2, 3. Let's do 1 more time each way. 1, 2, 3. Extend, bring them back down. Nice job. We're going to turn onto our stomach to go swimming. I wish it was real swimming. No, I'm just kidding. Well, kinda, not really. I want you guys to plug your pelvis into the floor. So plug your pelvis into the floor, contract your abs, try to lengthen out the lower back here before we start anything, because movement initiates from the core in Pilates. Raise the right arm and left leg up, head and neck stay in line with the spine. Lower down, left arm, right leg raises up. Lower down, one more time, slow each side. Right arm, left leg raises and lower down. Left arm, right leg raises up and lower down. Now raise everything up and we're gonna go swimming for 10 and 9 and 8 and 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands come underneath the shoulders. Press yourself back. Child's pose. Nice job, guys. We're gonna go into the leg pull down. So coming back into tabletop, we're gonna plug one foot to the back and then plug the next. If you want to just hold plank, you can, but feet are gonna come together. We're gonna raise one leg up, sink ourselves to the back, to the heel, sink into the heel, shift ourselves forward, and then switch. Raise up the leg, sink to the back heel, shift it back to center, and then lower it down. Raise it up, shift it to the back, shift it forward, and lower. Raise it up, shift it to the back, shift it forward. One more time each side. Yes, you can. Raise it up, shift it to the back, shift it forward, and lower down. Raise it up, shift it back, shift it center, and lower. Knees come down, child's pose, sit it back. Oh, nice job, guys. Holy moly. Come back up to tabletop. We're gonna bring our knees to the facing side of our mat. One hand is gonna come down. The leg is gonna reach out to the opposite leg, is gonna reach out to the side. So there's a tendency for the hips to sink back here. I want you to think about crossing them towards the front or forward. The opposite hand comes behind the leg, raise up the outside leg. Circles for 8, the size of a tennis ball. Don't let the powerhouse move. Here we go. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, circle to the front for 8, 7, 6, 5. Keep reaching this leg long out of the hip socket. Last one, bring the knees together with control, arms out to the side, and with control, come over to the other side. Nice, Rita, I can see you. Raise up the outside leg, reach the leg long. Here we go. Here's 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, circle opposite direction for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Bring the knees together with control. We're gonna come back down to a seated position on our mat. We're gonna fly through these things. We're gonna bring our hands back. Fingertips are gonna face towards our toes this time. Let your feet flop open to the side here. And we're gonna press up, hold up, squeeze your glutes. Hold it for 8, 7, 6. Can you raise the hips higher? 4, 3, 2. Last one, lower the hips down, raise your hands up towards the ceiling, reach up and over. We're gonna do that again, but this time we're gonna add tricep dips. A little goes a long way. So if you only have a tiny movement, that's perfectly fine. Come back as a seated. Hands come behind you. Walk your hands back a little bit further than you think you need. Hands are gonna face towards the toes. Let your feet flop up to the side. Here we go. Raise it up. Small dips with the elbows for 8. Here we go. 8, 7. A little goes a long way. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Nice job. Lower the hips down. We're gonna stack our knees here. So we're gonna face sideways on our mat again. Knees can be stacked or staggered a little bit. Right hand is gonna hang on to the right ankle. Reach your left hand up toward the ceiling. Reach up and over to feel the stretch. I want you to think about keeping your ear almost connected to your bicep here. So try not to lose connection. Stay lifted. Keep the arm connected to the side of the ear. Hold it. 4, 3, 2. Nice job. Come all the way down. Reach up and over. Now stretch the opposite direction. Come back up to center. Nice job. Reach the left hand up one more time. Reach up and over. And if you want to, you can look down at your knees and then drop your head down. This is going to change where the stretch happens in the upper body and the neck. Come back at the center. Forearm comes all the way down. Reach up and over. Come all the way back up. Hands are going to plant to the back because we're going to do teaser to go into the opposite side. So bring your hands. No movement. Every movement is used. Purposeful. Pass your teaser. Come to mermaid on the opposite side. Left hand holds on to the left. Yes, yes. Left hand is going to hold on to the left ankle. Reach the right hand up towards the ceiling. Reach up and over. Come up and over. Forearm comes all the way down. Come all the way up. Right hand reaches up. Reach up and over one more time for the mermaid here. If you want to, you can look down at your mat and then drop your head down. It really just changes the stretch for the neck. Feels really good. Arm comes all the way up and over one more time. Reach up and over. Nice job. Come back up to seated. Let me check the time. Oh, we have time. Okay. I'll stop here then for today. That's a good place to stop. Oh goodness, guys, there's always so much more I want to do. Hands come down by your side. Let's take 3 deep inhales and exhales to finish up. Inhale up. Exhale, hands back down. Next inhale, fill up that rib cage with air, front, side, and back. Here we go. Inhale up. Exhale, fill up that balloon with air. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale, hands down to heart center. Thank you guys so much. Give yourselves a little round of applause. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going to slide forward, stop the recording. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. I hope you guys had a good time.